So before we move on to the drum kit, I just want to talk a little bit about striking this drum, striking any drum. The object of playing the drums is you don't want to force this stick through the head. You want to try and play off the top of this head, getting the head to allow the stick to rebound off it. So we want to try and avoid this. Kills the head, kills the sound of the head. We want to try and get the sticks to come off it. So there's a couple of exercises we can do to help the stick come off the head. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play some single strokes. In this single stroke exercise, I'm going to be using the fingers here to get the sticks to come back off the head. I'm not going to be using any arms, not much arm movements, just the fingers should help the stick to come off the head. So I'm going to play a single stroke. I'm going to start off slowly, build it up to full tempo, keep it there for a while and take it back down. Okay, so we've been playing off the top of the head, the sticks are coming back off. We're not pushing it into the head, we're not trying to do something like this. It doesn't work. A good example of allowing the stick to come off the head is we can look at it using, let's say, the bounce triplet. This is a rudiment where we play a single beat with one hand and two beats with the other. So we can either play with the right hand or the left hand. See, the important thing here is to allow this stick to come off the head. So when I play a double stroke, I'm going to play it, I'm going to demonstrate it here with the fingers. I'm going to show you the stick coming off the head. So no arms there, it's just the fingers and the stick. The stick is like a seesaw, it's on a fulcrum here. And the fingers are just controlling it as it moves up and down freely with gravity coming off the head. So the bounce triplet is good for this because we can build up our doubles and our single strokes. So we're going to play single with this hand and a double with this. This hand is going to, the finger technique is going to allow the stick to come back and forth, coming back off the head. So again, the left hand was coming off the head. So if we move on to double strokes, the double stroke is the same technique, only this time we're going to be playing with both hands are going to be using that technique. And you'll notice in a double stroke, the second beat of the double stroke is the accented beat. It's very important to get that double stroke, the second beat, accented. This makes the double stroke much more fluent. If you don't accent the double stroke, it doesn't make it very clear. So I'm going to start off slowly, playing double stroke rolls. I'm going to be using the off the head technique, and again I'll start off slowly, build it up to pace, hold it there for a while, and bring it back down. So there we saw that the stick was coming back off, and that we could achieve quite a nice steady double stroke. A way for building up double strokes is to play a bar of single strokes and then to double them up. So the swing stays the same. So for instance, if we play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and with the hands, and then the next bar, the swing stays the same, the hands are going down on the numbers 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, but when we come down with the stick, we're going to play 2 notes. So I'll play the first bar singles and the second bar doubles. So it's the same movement, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. The stick is bouncing twice when it comes down. So I'm going to build that up a little bit. You can hear how it sounds. So just practicing that one exercise, playing the 8 notes, doubling them up, making them 16 notes, you can start building up strength on the double stroke. So what I like to do is, because usually the left hand is weaker usually when it comes to drumming if you're right-handed, I like to start these exercises with the left hand. So we're going to start the singles with the left, and then when we go into doubles we'll start that with the left. Okay, so it's not quite as clear with the left hand as it is with the right. So you really need to do as much work you can on the weaker limbs, which are usually the left foot and the left hand. They need a lot of exercise, and you should practice the rudiments with the left hand and the left foot. A good rudiment for really kind of showing you and explaining the upstroke mechanism of drumming is the flam tap and the flams in general. So with the flam, you have a ghost note before an accented note. So if we start with the left flam, the left hand is horizontal to the drum and the right hand is vertical. So what happens is this plays an upstroke off the drum. It doesn't play into the drum off stroke. It comes up, and then the right follows. It's a very good exercise for bringing the stick back off the drum, which is very important. So I'll just play some small flamming exercises here. Making sure that the swing constantly starts there. The stick must stay down. This stick must stay about an inch off the top of the head. There's no point starting the flam from here. Keep it down, and it's an upstroke, not a downstroke. It comes up. So we'll try the flam tap. We're going to play a flam and a tap after it. So these flamming exercises might seem a bit trivial when you have to practice them, but they're very good for getting the bounce off the head. Now, the better you have the bounce off the head, the nicer your drums will sound. Even if you have a really expensive snare drum, you hit that snare drum wrong, it's not going to sound very nice. If you touch it and play it in the right way, it'll sound very nice. And that's the story with these top drummers. When they play, they have a nice touch off the drum, the stick comes back, the drum resonates, a nice sound.